I need a book. Can I use your Bible?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is my grandma.
Okay.
Say your name.
Arlene Austin.
Arlene Austin. She has 2 A's in her initials, AA. She has alliteration in her name. It's very magical.
Okay.
She blushes so much. Anyway, I wanted to talk to my grandma for my podcast, Humans Are Cute.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the name of my podcast.
Humans are cute.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And the idea is that I am a pixie, and I am looking at humanity from the perspective of,
What?
like a pixie or like,
Oh, okay.
and trying to look at humanity as if I were like outside of it.
All right.
And I think you're very cute
Oh.
from this perspective.
Okay. Thank you.
And I wanted to spotlight you and ask you some questions about life and how it was and how it is. So I thought it was really cute.
Okay.
Anyway, so what was it?
Transportation.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the transportation.
Yeah. How did you get around? How did you get around? And what was it like
At
when
what
you got
age
your
are
first
you
car?
talking about?
Before you got a car, and then what was it like when cars were coming about and you got a car?
Oh, okay. Well, when you're talking about my young years, teenage years, when I was little, we got around with horse and wagon.
Wow!
We went to church on a wagon.
What?
On Sundays, we went to church. And my mom passed away when I was 8.
Grandma.
So anyway, I was staying with my sister,
Yeah.
and we stayed on a farm, and it was called sharecropping.
Sharecropping. Yes, yeah. I know what sharecropping.
Sharecropping is, and so the people where we stayed on the farm at, they own the farm and they own the animals,
Yeah.
and so they would let my brother-in-law use the horse
Okay.
and the wagon
Okay.
on a Sunday to go to church.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, and so that's how we went to church. And so we would go and we would, kind of like if we walked any method ways, we wouldn't put on our shoes and socks
Oh, until you got there.
until we got there because our feet was dusty and we wanted to look good because people look good back then.
Yeah. And you didn't want to show up.
I didn't want to show
looking
up
like
looking.
you traveled.
Yeah.
It's like you traveled a long
Well,
time.
yeah, you know, and pretty much that's the way.
Yeah.
That's the way it was.
And then so when you started, like living in like a city, because I remember you told me you moved.
Well, yeah, I went to the city when I was 15.
Yeah.
But like I say, before we went to the city, we like on Saturday nights and everything. When we wanted to go to, since you asked me about traveling, we wanted to go to the movies.
Yeah.
And so we would catch a train
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
You would catch a train to the movies?
to the movies.
Oh my gosh, that's
It wasn't that far, but back then they had the trains, and we could ride the trains from one little place to another.
Wow.
And so we would catch the train, and we would go to the movies, and then we would catch the train and go home.
Wow.
I was about, I don't know, we was 13, 14 years old, somewhere like that. Yeah.
Wow. And so when you caught the train, you didn't take your shoes off though. Because you
no.
didn't have to travel.
No, we were just on the train,
Yeah.
and we would go to the movies.
Yeah. But
Movies was about, I don't know, 15, 20 cents or something like
did
that.
you dress up for the movies?
Yeah, I always dressed
Always.
up because I wanted to look good because we was meeting
Yes.
boys and whatnot.
Yes. And that leads into my next question. Well, actually, no. Before we lead into that, because I
Okay.
do want to talk to you about your clothes and your.
Oh, okay.
But when you were, that's so cool. When you were, like, once you met Grandpa and everything, and you guys got a car, and when you got your license, what was that like?
Well, it was pretty easy, you know. Well,
Because I struggle with getting my license.
Yeah.
I'm so scared.
but the license part, I wasn't scared of the license, but I was kind of scared of driving. And so when after we got the car, and we'd be driving, he'd be saying, "Ellie, when you want to drive, no, no, no." And so one day we went to town. And he got out of the car in the middle of the street
Oh, gosh.
and left me there.
Oh,
Hey.
oh my God.
Well, see, I could drive,
Yeah.
but I was scared.
Yeah, but still. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and
Talk
so
about throwing you in the pool.
well, yeah, but he did. He got out of that car, and there was a pool hall around the corner because we was in the city. And so he got out of the car and went over to the pool hall
Wow.
and walked over to the pool hall. And so we was in the middle of the street. I was scared that maybe the police would come or something.
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
And so I got over and I drove
You
drove
did
to the pool hall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did
And
it.
that's how, and I've been driving ever since.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it's going to take.
Gonna take for you.
Maybe I need to get
take you
dropped off in the
downtown.
street.
Yeah, you
And I got to drive.
bring the car to work to you
Yeah.
and make you drive home.
Oh my God. I feel like I could do it, but I'd be
So
scared.
scared.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that is what she should do.
When she watches this video, she'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so. Okay, so my next question, we kind of started talking about it before. You said you would dress up nice for the movies because the boys were at the movies.
Of course.
So, like, what was it that you wore when, like, you knew that you looked the best, like, you looked the prettiest ever? What was that outfit?
Well, you know, at that age, I've been sewing ever since I was about 10, 12 years old.
Yeah.
And I remember making my clothes, some of my clothes, not all of my clothes, but some of my
Yeah.
clothes. And back then we had what we call can skirts. You ever heard of them?
Like you know, the kind of poodle ones, like with the fluff underneath.
Yeah, the big
Like
a can slip.
Yeah.
And we had the skirts, and then we had, and I was real neat waisted, and his. You good?
I bet you did.
Yeah. And we also had like you see the black and white shoes they make now. That was real popular back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then shirts wise, would you wear like something modest, like that would cover your neck and like your chest, or would you wear your chest out?
I like my chest showed. I didn't have all this burnt stuff on here, so I thought I looked good.
You still look good.
And so anyway, I love jewelry.
Yes, you do.
I wore lipstick.
What color?
Real dark.
Real dark. Like
lipstick.
brown.
Not brown, but real dark red.
Okay.
I love the real dark red lipstick. And I always wore jewelry.
What were you? Would you wear like silver or gold, or did it matter?
It didn't really matter because back them days you bought what you could.
Yeah. If you saw it and it was pretty, you might as
Yeah,
well get
if I
it.
could afford it.
Yeah, that was the
Yes.
time. That was the time.
That was the time. Yeah.
Yeah, because nowadays you can just, if other people think it's cute, they can search it up with a few keywords.
Yeah.
And you can have it the next day.
Yeah.
But, if you saw something pretty and you had the money, you might as well get it.
Well,
right
yeah,
then.
get it today. and back, and also too, I put stuff on layaway. We had layaway. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Layaway is when you go to the store, like J.C. Penney's or Sears or wherever, because those were the stores back then, and others too. And you would put stuff on layaway.
And
They would put it back for you. They had a room where they could keep your stuff.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna get a wide shot of her jewelry.
But yeah, that's almost something I cry about because I had a lot of jewelry that I lost. Oh, okay, I'm fine.
No, I know I'm the same way. I want to cry. I would have gone through all.
I know you would have, because a few times I would have them to come over and go through my jewelry, and they wind up getting some of them because I did. I had a lot. Yeah.
And even when I remember when I was a baby or like a kid, when I was at your house, I would go in your room and I would go through her jewelry and I would try stuff on.
Yeah, I had a lot of jewelry boxes and everything.
It's like a treasure hunt.
It was like a treasure hunt. Aww. And then those motion censored fish.
Yes.
It would scare me.
It was real. I bought it for him for Christmas one year.
And I remember the little hamster, if you pressed it, the fishing hamster. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always had those right next to the bed.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would put stuff on layaway at like a J.C. Penney.
Yeah, we put it on layaway.
And then sometimes you would make your own clothes. You would wear like collared shirts or...
No, I love wearing these like sweaters. I just now started wearing like a t-shirt. I might wear something like this, but I wore blouses, pretty blouses.
Yeah.
And I also wore sweaters, the tight ones that. Oh, you showing me?
It's okay.
Yeah,
I won't
show it.
I won't
show that part.
I'll show a picture of the sweaters you're talking about.
Oh. Yes. I remember this one sweater I had with the pants and whatnot, and it was a black and white stripe.
Oh.
And I really thought I was looking good.
You were.
Yeah. I was a teenager then. Yeah. Yep.
I'm glad that you know how pretty you looked in your whole life.
Always dressed like that. At the time.
No, I know.
And I had learned how to straighten and curl my hair. I had a lot of hair, and so I straighten it and I curl it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's me. I always experiment with my hair, and she always gets to see me change my hair.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite things is to see her reaction to my outfits.
Yes.
And my new style.
Yes. I still got a picture on my phone about the white hair you had.
Yeah.
When you...
For my birthday?
Well, it was when you we was in Vegas.
Yes.
And you went to that thing.
Which thing?
Which I came up at the stage.
Oh, the rave.
Yes.
Yes. I had braids.
And they was white.
Yes, and they were long.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll show pictures on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, Grandma. This is the last question, and thank you so much for talking to me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. So basically, I was just wondering about you make food. You're a nutritionist. You had a restaurant called Mama's Kitchen, and I was just wondering what led to your dream of wanting a restaurant and starting.
I guess I always wanted, kind of like would have loved, had one, and so we just, and then me and Marianne got together and we worked it out, and the soul food part, and making the greens and the fish and the fried chicken and all that. But I always loved cooking.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I had 8 kids.
Yes.
And so I had to cook for 8 kids.
Yes.
And so cooking for 8 kids, and I wanted that.
Yeah.
It wasn't that I dreaded it. I wanted. I've always thought about having my kids at home, all sitting around a table, and I wound up buying a big, like a 5-foot table in my dining room where I could sit all the kids
You
around.
did?
I did do that.
Oh my gosh! And you decorated it like for holidays?
Well, all the time.
No wonder
Yeah.
Mom is out. She is. That makes so much sense. Because she never talked about you having a big old dining table where everybody sat.
But only probably with her reason, the big old dining table, all the kids was fussing going on.
She was
probably.
the baby too.
Yeah, her and David, they the youngest. Yeah. And so I know, I just love cooking.
Yeah.
I love cooking for my family.
Yeah, and so when you started to find like your favorite things to make, because you had to make the menu for Mama's Kitchen and everything. What was your favorite dish that you got to start making?
Well, actually, with the restaurant, you can't have everything, and so I specialize in the soul food.
Yes.
The collard greens, the cornbread, like the hot water cornbread, the fried chicken, the fish, and chicken and dumplings I would use for a specialty.
Yes.
Like on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
We'd have chicken and dumplings because the people love coming on a Tuesday.
I love Tuesdays.
Yes. That was it for that. Yeah.
Tuesday's my favorite day of the week.
Yeah. And so, like I said, it was mostly soul food, and certain times when I felt like it, I would clean a lot of chitlins and have them on a special day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, my audio. What? Okay.
I remember elementary school, kids was like, I went to your grandma's restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
my
is
grandma.
so cute.
Have you my purse over there? I'll show you a picture of what I look like.
This one?
Yeah. What picture we had on the outside for Mama's Kitchen.
Yes. And then please send it to me so I can have it on my phone too.
Well,
Or I'll take a picture of it.
well, you take a picture
Yeah.
of it. You better at it than me. Yeah.
I love this logo so much. It was red, and she had this logo in it was like her entry room at her old house in Oregon. She had the big sign, and every time I came over to visit and I saw your cute face and the Mama's Kitchen red logo, and it's in my memories.
I didn't get. Ooh, that's the wrong thing. This is really, really weird.
They have
No, here
secret
it is.
pockets.
But that's what I'm
They
saying.
have secret
It's
pockets.
here.
Oh, you guys!
Mama's Kitchen.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I knew I stuck it in here, but I couldn't remember. It's right. It was right here.
Okay, now I'll always remember.
You remember where it said?
I'll remember for you.
Okay.
Mama's Kitchen Restaurant, LLC, Springfield, Oregon, Southern Style Cooking. Yeah, guys! This is awesome.
Okay.
Sweet potato pie at msn.com. That was your oldie. That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
And you had sweet potato pie was one of your desserts?
Yeah.
I miss it.
So therefore, did you want to take a picture of this or not?
Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching my interview with my grandma. And thank you, Grandma, for doing my interview.
I just love her. She was always so special. She was so good to me when I come up to visit.
Thanks. I love you so much. And she's so inspiring and so girly and just the most woman ever, you know? And you just like inspire me so much to be a really beautiful woman.
Oh, thank you.
And you hold yourself with so much grace.
Oh,
Thank you
thanks.
for being a matriarch.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the grandpa. Hi.